the Houston Texans, they lost Laramie Tunsil, which, probably one of the best left tackles in football. Thoughts and prayers to him. Josh Jones also goes down throughout the week, which means that the Houston Texans are about to rely on a man named Austin DeCullis. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. We'll figure that out on Sunday. His name will be mentioned a million times in the broadcast. Why? Because he's about to start at left tackle after being elevated from the practice squad this week to face Alex Highsmith in an offensive line that already features a rookie center in Jarrett Patterson and then a starting guard in Kendrick Green. It is it's tough times for the Houston Texans and for CJ Stroud's great times for the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive line. I mean, how bad is this going to get?
It's going to be real ugly. So it's kind of, we'll talk about CJ Stroud in a second, but CJ Stroud's going to be running for his life. What he does with that, I have no idea, because this guy can clearly move. And I've heard him described, there was this one podcast I listened to before the draft. They described him as a problem solver.
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, just a guy who takes a shitstorm and makes the most out of it. And I think that's a really good description of him. And I think that he can, take a shitstorm and make something good out of it. But he is going to be running around all day. His receivers are going to have to help him out. His running backs are going to have to help him out. But this will get ugly pretty quickly. Whether that results in there's a difference between that resulting in sacks or TFLs or things like that, or just regular old incompletions, because CJ Stroud is amazing and he can get out of pressure like that. But I don't think they'll be able to run the ball at all.
Really. No. And I don't think they've had much success running the ball this season. I don't know what Dameon Pierce's stats are. I'll look them up, but
as a fantasy owner, they're not crazy. They're not what you would
That's
hope.
how you know. That's how you know. That's not where that's not where you want them to be. And that's the thing, is if you're not going to run the football against the Pittsburgh Steelers, you got to drop back to pass. If Kenny Pickett and company could give a lead, or an early lead, you just put the Houston Texans in a worst case scenario moving forward. Because what do you, just like we said, what are your options? You got to look at this and go, okay, we'll just double team. We'll help DeCullis out. We'll Dameon Pierce and a tight end or whoever. We'll always have a chip going on his side. And then you're just going to leave, I think it's Shaq Mason on the other side there. You're just going to drop the right tackle and say, you'll be fine with TJ Watt because that's worked out so well this season. No, that's not what you're going to do. So you're either going to leave a practice squad guy against Alex Highsmith or one-on-one with TJ Watt, and then you haven't even touched the middle of the field yet. Keanu Benton is a real human being who is really progressing rather quickly. And this guy is, Jarrett Patterson, good guy, met him at the Senior Bowl. Wish him all the best in the NFL. He's not stopping Keanu Benton. He's not stopping Montravius Adams, who's been a monster the last 2 weeks. And then you're telling me Kendrick Green and Larry Ogunjobi, that's an even split right there? That's Kendrick Green's going to be the guy. The guy couldn't even make a fullback spot in Pittsburgh, and they don't have a fullback. They went fullbackless this season, and Kendrick Green couldn't make the roster. So, I don't know what their top sacks are this season. I think it's 6 in a game. You think there's a chance we get double-digit sacks here?
Oh, no, that'd be crazy, right? That.
Would it be? Would it be crazy?
That would be crazy.
CJ Stroud, just to bring some reference into this, he has been sacked 11 times this season. Wasn't sacked last week, which is big, against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And, I don't know many people on the Jaguars offensive line, but they have Josh Allen. They have, what's his name, who's the first pick in the draft 2 years ago, or the second pick in the draft 2 years ago.
Not Trayvon Walker. Yeah, Trayvon Walker.
Yeah, right? Trayvon Walker. So they have names. They definitely have names. 2 weeks prior, or the week prior, against the Indianapolis Colts, 6 sacks. Against the Baltimore Ravens in week 1 with Laramie Tunsil and a strong offensive line, 5 sacks. So you're telling me they can't come up with 4 more with the people that they have? We haven't even mentioned Elijah Riley coming off the edge, Desmond King.
Yeah.
Desmond King trying to make his return to Houston. I talked to him yesterday. That guy's itching. He's like, dude, hey, I've been texting guys, and all week they've been like, is this going to be, you're not even going to talk to us before the game? He's like, hey, bro, just another game. It's just another game. I'm like, no, it's not. This is your game. You're about to go off in this game.
Because he also didn't play against. Has he like played yet?
He lined up as a kick returner, but I don't
Mm-hmm.
even think he got a kick return last week. He will get them again this week, and I think that is 100% just Mike Tomlin going, yeah, this guy about to be a dog in his return to Houston. Like that's what's going to happen. But this is what I'm saying. Like, we haven't even mentioned those guys: Cole Holcomb, Quan Alexander, Landon Roberts, like DeMarvin Leal. Like, how many guys could get a sack? All right, so what's your over under then? What's your over under?
Probably like 6.5. Like, I think 6.5 is a good, like, because I don't know, like 10 sacks is a lot of sacks.
A lot of sacks.
Like, especially if this gets out of hand real quick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think at a certain point they will not stop throwing, but they will. If they're down by enough, they're just gonna run the ball, get out of here. Like, let's not. So I don't know, just 10 sacks, that's a lot. When's the last time someone had 10 sacks in a game? Like,
I don't know. It's got to be. I don't know if the Steelers have ever even had 10 sacks in a game. I don't know anybody who has had 10 sacks in a game. But like, what are you going to do? Like, you're going to put so like, just think about it. Like, okay, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're up 21 points or something. Mike Tomlin pulls TJ Watt, he pulls Alex Highsmith, which Alex Highsmith isn't going to get pulled. He's too young, but TJ Watt might get pulled. Oh man. Marcus Golden and why am I yelling? Marcus Golden and Nick Herbig, they're not they're not going to do anything against Austin DeCullis.
Yeah, and also, I it's some brilliant point that I was going to make. But yeah, I mean, I forgot completely about Nick Herbig. Like, he might still just go insane with the second team. Like, it's I think the more interesting question is that just like how many the Eagles. Thank you, Nick.
The Eagles had 10 sacks against the Jets in 2019. Thank you, Nick. It's not that long ago.
Yeah, that isn't. I think the more interesting question is that one about like how many different guys are going to get a sack.
Yeah.
You know? Like, because I think if they get like 7 or 8, they'll all be from like different guys. Like maybe one person has 2, maybe TJ has 2, but then the rest of them it's like 1 each.
Or
like
I agree.
Who
do you think you're adding to that list? What do you? So Alex Highsmith. That's
Alex Highsmith. Yep. So
that's
Alex Highsmith, TJ. I think Keanu Benton has one.
Oh, okay.
I think Herbig eventually gets one.
Oh, all right. I like that one. That's 4.
Who else plays defensive line?
Larry O against Kendrick Green.
Larry O. Yeah, Larry O.
We're at 5.
One of the linebackers does. So let's just go with Quan. You know, Quan's chasing down CJ Stroud as he's scrambling out.
I like that one. We're at 6 right now.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm saying Desmond King. I'm saying Desmond King gets a sack.
Okay.
One of the nickels, but I'm going to guess it's Desmond King.
Okay. Throw Desmond King in there. And then, like, probably
DeMarvin Leal, maybe?
No, that one doesn't feel right to me. And Marcus Golden. Did I say Marcus Golden?
Oh, no, Marcus Golden.
Marcus Golden.
4 outside linebackers get a sack.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
All right, so you're at 8.
Marcus Golden's been really good.
Yeah, he's been stud. Yeah. I'm not trying to say that. He's definitely been a stud. We're at 8 right now. Nobody's got 2 sacks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, some of those are more likely than others, but I think it's going to be a diverse attack. You know, like there are going to be a bunch of guys getting involved.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a good time. It's going to I'm all about defensive football, like all about defensive football, as long as that's the defensive football. You know what I mean? Like, I could care less if the score is like 6-3 and it's just like a bunch of boring 3 and outs. Dumb. Nobody wants to watch that. But if the score is like 21-3 or something because one defense just absolutely demolishes the other team, I'm all about that life. Like, if the Pittsburgh Steelers find the quarterback 10 times in this game, that is a game that you want to watch just because you're like, wow, dude, I don't think CJ Stroud could stand up anymore. This is awful. And that's good defensive football. Everybody's like, oh man, love good defense. Run the football. No, you're not watching football for the right reasons, man. I want excitement. I want the heart pumping a little bit, you know? I want to yell just once or twice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I think interceptions are more fun. Like,
interceptions cool. Interceptions are cool too.
I love a game where both quarterbacks throw for 500 yards and 3 picks. You know, that's my kind of game.
3 picks. Yeah. What's the final score of that game?
It's only like 24-21 or something because everyone gets into the red zone 10 times, but they throw like a pick in the red zone or something.
See, I like that. I don't mind that one. You want to know when I did mind that one? Last night in the Lions game because I had Jared Goff over 1.5 touchdowns and
that's tough. Yeah, David Montgomery, what a criminal.
Criminal, man, criminal. As somebody who drafted Jahmyr Gibbs early,
I'm playing against him in two
yeah,
weeks.
Well, good for you, man, because he's gonna ride the rest of the season on my bench, and I'm not gonna be able to get rid of him because I believe in him. But David Montgomery is not this good. He's just not this good. This is I don't want to get too distracted or too fired up because I might blow a blood vessel or something. That's how it was a bad night. It was a bad night in the Strackline household.